Getting into The Witcher 2 isn't as challenging as The Witcher 1 thanks to its visuals and gameplay, but it still has the least hours I've spent on a Witcher game. Not to mention, I've only played through half the content despite completing it the first time. So I decided to give it another go. On my first playthrough, my only other experience with the Witcher universe was with The Witcher 1. But after reading some of the books and completing all 3 games, I have a newfound appreciation for The Witcher 2.
Did you dream of the Wild Hunt again?
If you've played The Witcher 3, read the books, or watched the show, you'll know that Geralt is quote-unquote attached to Yennefer by the last wish.
We'll learn what happened to Yennefer.
But if you're new to the series like I was and had no idea who Yennefer is, this game would have definitely influenced your romance decision in The Witcher 3. And that's exactly what happened to me. I felt more connected to Triss as Geralt when I started my first Witcher 3 playthrough because she's been the main romantic interest since The Witcher 1. That being said, I personally think this game is worth playing for Triss alone. But more about that later.
Nice to know that you care, though.
The Witcher 1 had some issues with its visual presentation, but The Witcher 2 may be the prettiest looking game of its time. It's not particularly a refined game because I did find a noticeable amount of bugs on my replay. I don't know if the bugs are caused by using mods or just baked into the game. Just know that they happen.
Look, he's awake again.
We also see a dramatic shift in gameplay from The Witcher 1. While I genuinely enjoyed how The Witcher 1 plays, this change feels good. However, there are some gameplay elements in The Witcher 2 that's left over from The Witcher 1, but doesn't appear in The Witcher 3. For example, using the mouse click to interact with the world. And while you can freely roll to dodge in combat, you're not allowed to jump onto a ledge or over a cliff unless the game allows it.
At least I'll die holding a lovely ass.
Moving on to the combat, it feels much more responsive and intuitive now. You have your usual light and heavy attacks, plus the ability to block and dodge. And this time, using Witcher signs just feel more fun and looks cooler too. The combat is challenging at the beginning, but becomes easier over time as you start leveling up. Unfortunately, I should warn you that some aspects of the game haven't aged well. Go ahead and download a texture and reshade mod to give it a facelift. I strongly suggest you use a mod that lets you always win at dice poker and arm wrestling. They don't contribute much to the game's overall fun. Heck, I would even suggest going as far as removing the item weight limit too. Adding on to things that didn't age well in The Witcher 2 is that The Witcher 2 doesn't have fast travel. Luckily, the areas are compact, beautifully crafted, and filled with content. That being said, the map is horrible and I'm constantly getting lost. So I go back and forth between, wow, look at that detail, and wait, I've just been going around in circles.
I'll need your help.
What do I do?
The good news is that if your only concern is to know whether the story is worth it, the answer is yes. Coming back to Triss, if you've played The Witcher 3 and didn't get enough of ye old Marigold magic, there's literally a questline called Where is Triss Marigold throughout the whole game. Need I say more? And if you don't know who that is, well, she's hot. I mean, she's an important part of the plot.
Witcher's mistress, they call me. Kingslayer's whore.
The only thing that grinds my gears is that The Witcher 2 potentially tells 2 different stories. Depending on your choice at the end of Chapter 1, you'll trigger different events, visit different locations, learn and meet different people, basically play through a different game.
And if I refuse?
It's the ultimate choices matter experience combined with feeling like you're being cheated out on half of the game's main content. I just wish the developers found a better way to make your choices matter without denying you a significant chunk of the game's story.
This puzzle is beginning to come together, Geralt.
So, here we are. Is The Witcher 2 worth playing? At this point, you've most likely cleared The Witcher 3, watched the Netflix show, or both. And there's so many videos covering the events surrounding The Witcher 1 and 2 that if you only wanted to catch up with the story, it's faster to watch those instead. But CDPR has created a very unique experience around playing the games in order and seeing firsthand how your choices affect the world. And I think that's something you should take your time to enjoy. For my money, I strongly recommend playing The Witcher 2 because despite its flaws, I really enjoyed the flavor this entree brings to the table.